Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast channel, English Skill Express. Are you ready to improve your listening and speaking skills? Today, we have a special episode where we'll be talking about something that always brings a smile to our faces, holiday. You'll learn useful words and phrases that are commonly used in everyday English conversations. This is also an excellent opportunity for you to practice and improve your English listening and speaking skills. I am your host, Alex, and joining me is my good friend, Sarah. How are you today?
Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show.
It's our pleasure. So let's dive right into it. Holidays, they're like those special treats we get to enjoy, aren't they?
Absolutely. There's just something magical about taking a break from the everyday hustle and bustle and getting to explore new places or just relax at home.
Couldn't agree more. Do you have a particular holiday memory that stands out for you?
Oh, definitely. Last summer, I went on a road trip with my family to the mountains. It was such an adventure.
That sounds fantastic. Tell us more about it.
Well, we packed up our car with snacks, blankets, and all the essentials and hit the road early in the morning. The drive itself was breathtaking, with scenic views at every turn.
The beauty of a road trip. Did you have any favorite stops along the way?
Oh, absolutely. We stopped at this charming little town nestled in the hills. Now it had cozy cafes, quirky shops, and friendly locals. We spent hours just wandering around, soaking in the atmosphere.
Sounds like a picture-perfect holiday. Did you try any local delicacies?
Yes, we did. We couldn't resist indulging in some homemade pies at a local bakery. They were to die for.
Yum! Food always has a way of making holidays even more memorable. Did you engage in any outdoor activities during your trip?
Oh, yes. We went hiking in the mountains, and even had a picnic by a waterfall. It was so refreshing to be surrounded by nature and breathe in the fresh mountain air.
That sounds like a dream come true. How did you feel when the holiday came to an end?
Oh, it was bittersweet for sure. On one hand, I was sad to leave behind the beautiful landscapes and the sense of freedom that comes with being on vacation. But on the other hand, I was grateful for the memories we had created and the bonds we had strengthened as a family.
Absolutely. It's amazing how holidays have the power to bring people closer together and create lasting memories. Well, unfortunately, we're running out of time for today's episode. Before we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts to share with our listeners about holidays?
I would just encourage everyone to make the most of their holidays, whether it's exploring new destinations or simply enjoying quality time with loved ones. Life is short, and these moments are precious.
Well said. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your wonderful holiday experience.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And to all our listeners out there, thank you for tuning in. Now we're gonna do something a bit different. We're gonna chat about our weekends. So, Sarah, how was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was fantastic. It was a perfect mix of relaxation and adventure. I started off Saturday by hitting the snooze button a few extra times.
The joy of sleeping in. I totally get that. What did you do after you finally roll it out of bed?
Well, I decided to kickstart my day with a little exercise. I went for a jog around my neighborhood, soaking in the morning sun and fresh air.
That sounds like a refreshing way to start the day. Did you go solo or have a running buddy?
I went solo this time. It was nice to have some quiet time to myself, just me and my thoughts.
Sometimes that's all you need to recharge. So after your jog, what was next on your agenda?
After my jog, I met up with a friend for brunch at this cute little cafe downtown. We indulged in some fluffy pancakes and bottomless coffee while catching up on each other's lives.
Brunch dates are the best. Did you have any exciting plans for the rest of the day?
Well, after brunch, I decided to do a bit of exploring. I visited a local museum I've been meaning to check out for ages.
Nice. Museums are always full of interesting things to see. Did you discover any new favorite exhibits?
Absolutely. I spent hours wandering through the different galleries, marveling at the artwork and learning new things along the way.
Sounds like a perfect Saturday. So, what about Sunday? Did you keep the momentum going?
Sunday was a bit more laid back. I started my day with a leisurely breakfast at home, scrambled eggs, toast, and a steaming cup of coffee.
Ah, a classic Sunday morning spread. Did you have any plans for the rest of the day?
Well, since the weather was so nice, I decided to head to the beach for some sun and sand.
Beach day. Nice choice. Did you go with friends or fly solo again?
I went with a few friends this time. We spent the afternoon swimmish, playing beach volleyball, and just soaking up the sun.
Sounds like the perfect way to unwind before the start of a new week. Did you do anything else noteworthy?
Well, on Sunday evenings, I whipped up a delicious dinner. Homemade pizza topped with all my favorite ingredients.
Yum, pizza nights are always a hit. Did you pair it with anything special?
I made a big salad to go with the pizza and popped open a bottle of wine. It was the perfect way to end the weekend on a high note.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like you had an amazing weekend filled with fun and relaxation.
I sure did. How about you, Alex? How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty low-key compared to yours, but still enjoyable. On Saturday, I spent the morning running errands and doing some grocery shopping.
Ah, the joys of adulting. Did you do anything fun after you finished your errands?
Well, in the evening, I decided to have a movie night at home. I ordered some takeout and binge-watched a few episodes of my favorite TV show.
Sounds like a cozy night in. Did you watch anything good?
Oh, definitely. I caught up on the latest episodes of that new crime drama everyone's been talking about. It's so addictive.
Nice choice. So what about Sunday? Did you have any plans, or did you just relax at home?
Sunday was all about relaxation for me. I slept in a bit, then made myself a big breakfast. Pancakes, bacon, the works.
Breakfast of champions. Did you do anything else to unwind?
Well, in the afternoon, I decided to do a bit of gardening. I planted some new flowers and did some weeding in the backyard.
Gardening sounds like a peaceful way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Did you make any exciting discoveries in your garden?
Actually, I found a few ripe tomatoes hiding among the foliage. I harvested them and used them to make a fresh pasta sauce for dinner.
Homegrown tomatoes for dinner? That's impressive. Did you do anything else before the weekend came to an end?
Not really, just relaxed at home and watched a movie before calling it a night. Overall, it was a pretty chill weekend.
Well, it sounds like you made the most of it. Thanks for sharing your weekend adventures with us.
Of course. And thank you for sharing yours as well. It's always fun to swap stories and hear about everyone's adventures.
Absolutely. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch you next time on the podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Stay tuned for more exciting conversations on our podcast. Until next time, goodbye and take care.